This video is brought to you by Core Gems. Core Gems is a Canadian gemstone dealer selling the world's most exceptional gemstones, including ruby, emerald, sapphire, spinel, tourmaline, and more. Core Gems backs up its items with 60-day free returns and has 100% positive feedback. So shop with confidence, knowing that you are dealing with the internet's top gemstone dealer. Check out the description for links to Core Gems Etsy and Gemrock Auctions stores. And make sure to follow Core Gems on Instagram and Reddit, so you never miss out on any exclusive gemstone content.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Ali, CEO of Core Gems, and I have these three absolutely exceptional, beautiful, stunning, vivid green, amazing pieces of jadeite jade in front of you here today. We have two bangles, and we have an absolutely magnificent imperial jade leaf carving right there. All three are beautiful, all three are stunning, all three are jadeite jade, but only one of them is completely natural. Now if you've seen my other video on jade, you will know right away that this one is natural. But there's something that a lot of people, there's a huge misconception in the market right now about testing these jades and how you can tell whether it's real or not. And I want to debunk that myth right away. And the second thing I want to talk about is how unreliable these local labs are. When it comes to jade, very, very few labs in China are reputable. Hong Kong Jade and Stone Lab is the way to go. I would trust it over GIA because if jade is in your name, then I think you can assume that they're a fairly reputable lab. But what you absolutely cannot rely on are these Chinese certificates. I'll pull it up. So first I'll pull up the one for this absolutely magnificent piece of Oppisite Jade. So Oppisite, basically it's jadeite. It's all the same depending on which country you're in, which lab you're going by. It's all pretty much the same. They're all jadeite jade. And then these two are again jadeite jade. But the issue here is people think that they can test whether or not jade has been treated using a UV light. I'm going to prove unequivocally that that is not accurate in the market anymore. It was accurate a while ago, but just like when moissanite first entered the market and all the diamond testers were testing it as a pass and people were losing a ton of money, same idea. It's new technology that is passing the old technology testing systems. So laboratories that are not equipped with the latest and greatest tech are completely missing this fairly blatant treatments, and sometimes they're even missing very old treatment styles, very rudimentary treatments. So I'm actually not entirely sure whether this certificate here is real. I couldn't get it to verify online, but I could get this certificate to verify online. So I'm assuming that this is a fake certificate. Regardless, I only paid $5 for this bangle. So no harm, no foul. What I wanted to show here was this UV test. So I'm going to turn off all the lights now. Alexa, turn off 1.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off 3.
Okay.
Okay, and then we are going to turn on this UV light here. So what people expect is this. It's a bit hard to see, but it's much more obvious in real life. It's very clearly fluorescent green. It looks like a glow stick. It is absolutely glowing, vibrant, very clear, very bright. On the other hand, this bangle right here is not exhibiting any fluorescence whatsoever, which agrees with the Chinese certificate, right? It makes sense. It's untreated. However, when we sent it to GIA, what we discovered was that not only is it treated with polymer, but it has also been dyed. It has also been dyed. Despite the 2 levels of treatment that have been done to this bangle, it does not exhibit any ultraviolet fluorescence at all. This is because of new technology. Just like when just like when lab created diamonds first entered the market, and they were passing all the diamond testers, and people were losing a lot of money. It's the same thing here. It used to be that you could just use a UV light, and you could see whether jade has been dyed, whether jade has been polymer impregnated, whether it has been chemically treated, so on. It's not the case anymore. New technology does not, the new polymers, they do not show any fluorescence whatsoever. Of course, grade A jadeite will not show any fluorescence, but neither will grade B or grade C jade that has been treated using the new types of polymers. Just a quick review, grade B jade has been injected with a polymer to improve the clarity, and grade C jade has been dyed with a color, for example green or lavender or blue or red or whatever color the treatment is supposed to achieve. So now we'll take a look at the GIA report for this carving right here. As you can see, natural color, no indication of polymer impregnation. And then I didn't even bother sending this $5 bangle for a GIA report because it's so obviously blatantly treated. This is where you'll lose money. This is where a lot of people lose money. A lot of fairly medium-sized and even larger labs are testing this as grade A. They cannot detect it using traditional technology. They just cannot determine that it's been treated. Something like this is obvious. Even just looking at it, you can see how smooth and even and consistent the color is. But just looking at it from, a first perspective, it has flecks and it has imperfections, it has inconsistent tone. It looks very, very, very real, very convincingly real. In fact, I showed it to a jade expert, and he offered me cash for it, sight unseen, just from the pictures and video. And I said, no, I want to make sure it's grade A first. Of course, reputation is everything to us. There's a reason we have nearly 300 positive feedback on Gemrock auctions. There's a reason we have 5 stars on Etsy. We care about our customers. I would not want to sell anything that is less than what it's been described as. I just couldn't do it. And those are values that I hold my employees to. Those are values that I hold every single business partner that I enter into any business with. Unfortunately, there are many, many unscrupulous, many unethical vendors out there, and unfortunately, the new technology is on their side. They're able to very easily pass very, very authentic and very, very natural looking jade into the market, and people are none the wiser. Your best bet, again, GIA, Hong Kong Jade and Stone Lab, Gublin, SSEF, AGL. Send it to a reputable lab, and you will not regret it if it's a valuable piece of jade. Have you ever seen a Sotheby's auction come up with a Beijing local lab report? Never. It's because these labs are not reliable. Firstly, their technology is dated. Secondly, as you can see by this report, they just completely missed something that is obviously fake. If you hold this, it is so light. And it's not light because it's not jade. It is still somewhat jade, but it has been treated with so much polymer and so much dye that the actual specific gravity has been, significantly impacted. This weighs significantly less than this bangle here. This is what real looks like. Look at that translucency, the color, the vivid green. It's perfection and it's natural. I'll put up some pictures from sunlight here. Look at how beautiful that exceptional piece is. That is what you want. Grade A, absolutely untreated, no polymer, no dye. Why does this cost upwards of $5,000 while these cost well, this one costs, as I mentioned, $5. This is a much more convincing fake. You might end up paying 50 to 100 bucks for this one, right? Why such a massive price difference? Why are we going from $5,000 down to $50, down to $5, and vice versa? It is because out of the 1,000 pounds or 1,000 tons of boulder of jadeite containing rock that are mined, you'll get maybe a gram of this quality. You will get 1,000 kilograms of this quality, and then you just treat it. So it doesn't look like this when it comes out of the ground either. In fact, it might not even be green at all. It might be a dark gray, it might be white, it might be brown. You just dye it, and it looks, okay, of course it cannot look as good as this, but it looks somewhat convincing. And if you use the latest technology, then it will look convincing enough to pass laboratory tests. I still need to do more research. I cannot determine if this is a fake certificate, because it is quite different to the other certificate from supposedly the same lab. And I couldn't get the electronic verification via the QR code to work. So I am a bit suspicious. But what I will say is that even the fact that the laboratory could not identify this newer method of treatment, it's very disappointing. Especially when you have jade in your name. So sorry, I said that. Sorry, out of the reputable labs, the one that has jade in their name, go with them. But the issue with Hong Kong Jade and Stone Lab is that you cannot even post your items to them. You need to physically go in and hand deliver your items. Fortunately, I have business partners in Hong Kong who can handle that for me. But if you don't have that luxury, then I would look into GIA, Goblin, SSEF, GRS, AGL. Any of those reputable laboratories will have the latest equipment, will unequivocally be able to confidently give you a grade A that is good pretty much anywhere. Whereas these labs will give you junk. Hopefully that opened your eyes. Be very, very, very careful when shopping on the internet. This one I purchased from a very reputable jade dealer, so it was very, very shocking when it came back from GIA as treated. This one I bought knowing that the certificate would be garbage, knowing that it would be treated just for, you know, educational purposes. And this one I bought from an even more reputable dealer who I've dealt with many, many times. And the way you know for sure that you're going to get quality is by consistently sending their products to Hong Kong Jade and Stone Lab, GIA, and I always get untreated. The best thing to do, and I know this is impossible for most people, is to buy directly in Burma. Buy directly in Kachin State, Burma, where the jade is mined. Of course, this isn't possible for the average Joe, so buy directly from us, the people who are getting it from Burma. Cut out the intermediaries, and of course, every single piece comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, 100% refund, free return shipping. I don't know of anybody else who offers such a generous return policy, because we stand behind our products. We know our products are absolute top quality. We know the authenticity of our products, and we know that our customer service can ensure the absolute best shopping experience ever. Anyway, hope you guys learned something. Thank you so much for watching. Please be careful out there. For every one real piece of imperial jade, there are a billion fakes. Thank you, and best of luck on all your gem purchases.